What's up guys, Pixie here, and today I'm going to show you guys some games that's definitely worth picking up a PS4 for. So I'm only going to show you a few games in this episode. It'll probably be a little bit shorter than my usual videos, but I hope you guys enjoy me doing some PS4 content. I'm planning on doing a bunch more PS4 content in the future, including some rarer games to pick up, more steelbooks, more slipcovers, show you guys some collector's editions. And I'll eventually get into showing you guys some gameplay of some rarer and more obscure PS4 titles that you might not necessarily see. But today's video is going to be some more mainstream games that if you haven't got a PS4 yet, you should definitely pick one up and play these games. So the first game we're going to talk about is Horizon Zero Dawn. I've got the limited edition here, it comes with a steelbook. Now Horizon Zero Dawn is an amazing open world game. I played this the day it came out. I finished it in about a week. However, I put almost 100 hours into it. You play as Elo, and she hunts these monsters. The battle system is absolutely beautiful. It's a action type battle system where you have to target weak points on the monsters to be able to take them down. Everyone's sort of different. However, the thing about this game is it shows how absolutely beautiful the PS4 can make the landscape look. You just stop at certain points and you just stare because it's absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't got a PS4 yet, I would definitely look into Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a game that you want to play. Some of these games might not necessarily be exclusives, guys. However, they were either at one point only available physically on the PS4, or they originally were exclusive and then they were re-released later. So this next one, for example, was released on the PS4 initially, but it did get an Xbox One release, and that is Nier Automata. Now, Nier Automata is the sequel to a PS3 game called Nier, and it's based off a PS2 game called Drakengard. It's based off the bad ending of that. Again, this is an open world action slash hack and slash shoot 'em up slash side scrolling game slash a little bit of 2D elements, platforming elements as well. This game is absolutely fantastic. If you're into any of those genres I just mentioned, you're going to enjoy Nier Automata. The game's actually got 26 different endings to play through, so there's a lot of replayability. Again, it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, in my opinion, the original Nier was actually a better game. However, just comparing them looks-wise, this is tenfold the game that the first Nier was. So again, if you haven't got a PS4 yet, this is another game that I would pick up a PS4 just to play, Nier Automata. Moving on, this next title is going to be a little bit controversial, as it did receive a very negative reviews after release. Of course, I'm talking about No Man's Sky. Now, I was one of the people that picked this up on release. Look, I played 15 hours. I didn't think it was amazing or anything. I thought it was okay. The idea was great, and there just wasn't much to it. However, in the last couple of years, guys, Hello Games have put so much extra content into No Man's Sky. They've made it a really good game. So if you haven't played this, I definitely recommend it. It's the biggest open world ever. It's the entire universe. You can fly around for hours and literally you'll be the only person in the world to ever see this content. I definitely recommend trying No Man's Sky, guys. You can get it very cheap on the PS4 these days for about $20. Yeah, and it's definitely one of those games that just there's nothing else like it out there, so it's definitely worth. Like, if you haven't played it yet, I wouldn't read all the reviews and judge your opinion off that. I would play it yourself, because there's a lot of people that do love this game for what it is. That's No Man's Sky. This next one's interesting. So this physical copy is actually really rare. This is called Firewatch. It was released physically through limited run games, and there were only 5,000 copies. Now this is an adventure style walking simulator, I would call it. You're set as a ranger in this forest. You've only got a walkie-talkie to communicate with someone else with, and yeah, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but it's a really fun and eerie walking simulator. It's really relaxing. I enjoyed it. It's a few hours long. It's definitely worth picking up. The physical copy's pretty expensive these days, but you can find this cheap on the PSN store, guys. Again, if you haven't played Firewatch, I would definitely give it a go. One of those few games that, again, there's nothing else really like it out there. I mean, there's adventure titles, but when you cross them with like a walking simulator, there isn't anything like that out there. So Firewatch is those ones I would try, guys. Now, moving on. A list like this would not be complete without this game. I'll show you guys the poster first. Of course, I'm talking about God of War. Yeah, this is the God of War that was released for PS4. This is an amazing game, guys. I haven't actually finished it yet. I've got halfway through and then got distracted by PUBG, so I will have to return and replay this game on stream. So be sure to follow me on Twitch if you guys want to see some God of War action in the future. But yeah, this is amazing, guys. This is got almost like Souls-like combat, action RPG combat. It's not like the PS2 free God of War games where they use more of a button mashing type scheme. But no, this is absolutely amazing. It looks amazing. The story is great. And it's a PS4 exclusive. So if you want to play God of War, guys, you're going to need to own a PS4. It's definitely worth picking up a PS4 for. So I'm sort of going to talk about two games lastly, but the one I'm focusing on is the reason I actually picked up a PS4, and I reckon you should be picking up a PS4 as well. If you haven't played Bloodborne, then you are missing out. In particular, I want to mention the Game of the Year edition, because this game's got, in what my opinion is one of the best DLCs, full stop. The game itself is amazing, and the DLC is just even better. So if you haven't played Bloodborne yet, guys, definitely need to be checking this out soon. You can get PS4s for under $200 these days, and I reckon this game alone is worth picking one up for. So that's Bloodborne, and this is the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC. Even if you can't get the DLC, guys, you can get the game really cheap, the standard version. You can look to get the DLC later on if you enjoy it. So that's Bloodborne. And there's just one other title I wanted to show you guys today. A little double pack that I thought was really interesting. It includes another PS3/PS4 remaster exclusive that you need to play. And that, of course, is The Last of Us. So I'm showing you guys The Last of Us Remastered Bloodborne, the Old Hunters Edition double pack. Now, this includes DLC for both games. This pack itself was only released through Asia. Companies like PlayAsia sold it, and countries like the Philippines, Malaysia, Hong Kong, etc. Yeah, so you don't have to find this pack. You can find both of these games individually, like I have here. Otherwise, if you are in one of those countries and you can pick this up cheap, I definitely recommend grabbing this one, guys. Yeah, so that was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, or 7 if you include The Last of Us, that I reckon you should be picking up a PS4 for. If you have any more games you'd like to suggest, please leave them in the comments. I'm definitely missing some. I've only showed 7 on this list. There's tons of exclusives for the PS4 that are worth picking one up for. I tried to only include games that I played, hence why there may be some notable titles missing. We're almost at 500 subs, guys. We're 3 away, which is awesome. I'll be giving away a game at 500. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that big red button down there. And until next time, guys, peace. I'll see you later.